Are you unk? Are you elderly? Maybe you're in college, maybe you're not. But one thing is true. You're an adult, and that kinda sucks. Sometimes, well, I guess there could be some kiddos watching this, but you'll suffer. Eventually. Maybe, I don't know. Either way, let's get to the topic, because it's not the usual type of video where people point out like, taxes, the J word, because apparently that's a slur nowadays. Man, I'm getting old, bro. Not really, but look, these are definitely fair points, but for one, I've worked jobs and paid taxes before I was an adult. It's just more of a necessity, I guess. Well, not taxes. I kind of have to do that or the government tickles my booty. Well, I guess the same thing with working because you kind of need money. Either way, I'm going crazy again. But if it's not about all of the basic stuff that you're expecting, you might be asking, well, Gamer Warrior, if it's not that, what else could it potentially be? Well, I'm glad you asked, Cupcake, because I'm talking about the fear of not knowing what you want for your future. Because the basic template for adult life is essentially get job, work until you retire, maybe you had a family, die. That's it. That's it. And that, maybe some people are cool with that. By the time you retire, you're old, you're crippled, you're done. You're done for. You're done so. What? Huh? Is that it? Were we built just to work, just to die? Then the cycle repeats for the next generation? I don't think so. Well, the government might say otherwise, but here's what I want to say. I just want to be free. I don't need a mansion, none of that. It'd be cool, don't get it twisted. If you offered it to me, I'd take it. But I'm talking about the type of freedom of, I want to do something, I'm gonna do it. I want to fish, I don't want to think about a job. I just want to fish anytime I want. And I don't even fish. I don't know why I use that as an example. Am I saying I'm unwilling to work? No, I am willing to work my fucking ass off, but I just want to know that what I'm working for is worth it. You know what I'm talking about? Because I don't really fit into whatever this hellish cycle is. So I need to find a workaround, because if I stay like this, I'll probably get some really dark thoughts more than I already have. Well, that's easier said than done, because even with things like long-term investing, the key word is long-term in that word. And I am not saying don't do that. Do it. Index fund, S&P 500, Roth IRA, do that shit. Because even if you fuck up whatever money you got right now, statistically, historically, you're probably going to get a decent return in like 30 years. Though I'm not a financial expert, just looking, at the facts of what we've seen in the past. Do your own research. You never know what's going to happen in the future. Though the struggle of just existing without a goal kind of gets to you, So you kind of just have to create them, because I don't really have an idea what my next 5 years is going to look like. But I know one thing for sure. I know what I don't like, if that makes sense. I don't know. There's things I want for my future, but they're like so long-term that I couldn't make them happen. So it feels like, why even try? Though, it's kind of stupid logic, so I'm not going to go with that. Okay, I'm kind of ranting. I'm ranting. Am I just going to talk about the struggles? Well, that's kind of the title of the video, so I kind of hoped you would expect this, but here's my plan. Kind of. By the way, if a millionaire's watching this and you want to donate me money, I will double that money in a year. Watch me. Okay, that's not going to happen. So let's get realistic. I have been financially irresponsible for the last few years. Am I in debt? Thankfully not, but I also have nothing to show for it. And I've had a lot of money at certain times in the past 4 years, but I just wasn't smart with it. And that's not even like a lack of knowledge. I knew what I should have did with it, but I didn't. It was a lack of discipline. A lot of saying shit, but not doing shit. You feel me? Monkey. I'm done, and I've said that many times before, but I'm quite literally in the position of, if I don't get my shit together, I'm going to end up homeless. Is it sad that it took hitting rock bottom to let this reality kick in? Yes, it is, but I'm not going to hesitate this time. I want to change for the better. Not just financially, physically, fucking emotionally. Basically, I'm going to invest in the most important thing. Me. That's kind of the real point of this video. You need to prioritize yourself and be honest with yourself. Well, at any age, really, but you need to kick that shit into high gear the moment you're an adult. Because, yes, there's a lot of fucking struggles, and sometimes you just drown in sorrow because it's so easy to stay there because you're used to it. Trust me, I just know this. I know this. And it might not be on the same level of whoever's watching this. I'm not gonna assume stuff about your life. We all have different experiences, but you get what I'm trying to say. Right now, I just feel like I'm walking towards nowhere with uncertain goals. And honestly, I just need to take some risk. Then settle for not even guaranteed safety with how everything in the world's going. You might just get the bare minimum. I want to go for a home run, if you get what I'm trying to say. You just need to strive for more. And if I'm being honest, I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm being serious. Pause the video when I ask this. I want you to answer this to yourself. Are you happy with where you are? If the answer is no, what is the simplest first step you can take? Because you don't need to rush for it. You just need to genuinely try. Because for the most part, nothing in this world's gonna be handed to you. And yeah, it's unfair. Maybe the odds are super fucking against you. But you just can't give up. Though it would definitely be easy to. And I'm gonna be honest, that's all I really got. I definitely could say more. Don't get it twisted. This is just all I can think of right now. Maybe if you want a part 2 similar to something like this, give me some suggestions and I could talk to you from my perspective about what I think about all this type of adult stuff, because there's a lot more than what I just said. But overall, what is the moral of the story? Drink water. Oh shit, the comment of the day. Shout out to everyone in the last video. I'll start commenting the day next video. Maybe. Probably not. I don't know. No, I will. I've decided. Bye.